Today's topic: does length matter? As it pertains to gym, of course. What do you think I was talking about? Anyway, let's get into it. Today we're tackling one of the most overlooked but actually huge factors when it comes to building muscle: your height and your limb length, and what that means for your gains. Because let's be real, not every dude who works out in the gym is going to be built the same. Outside of genetics, of course, how will also factor into that when it comes to lifting, growing, and even how you look once you put on muscle. So let's break this down. First point: leverage and mechanics. If you've got long arms and legs, you're basically playing the gym on hard mode. And this is not cope. And you may say I'm coping, as I'm a 6'2" guy. But hear me out. Take the bench press, for example. A guy who's shorter with shorter arms might only move the bar, I don't know, maybe 13 inch to lock out a rep. Now, if you're long limbed, that same rep might be 18 to 20 inches. That's more range of motion, more time and attention, which sounds great, but also means that you're doing more work per rep. The same concept applies to squatting and pretty much most exercise in the gym. Now, tall dudes, listen up. Do not, I repeat, do not use it as an excuse as to why you're not building muscle or getting stronger. I mean, doing pretty alright myself, you know. Second point: how muscle looks on your frame. Now, this is where things get interesting. The same 10 pounds of muscle does not look the same on a 5'7" guy versus a 6'4" guy. The short guy, he adds muscle and it's immediately obvious. Rounder shoulder, thicker arms for the chest, it pops. The taller guy, that same 10 pounds practically disappears into a longer canvas. That's why taller lifters often feel like they're not growing. Even when they are, it just takes more muscle, more weight to create that same visual impact. So when a tall dude complains, "Oh bro, I've been lifting for a year and I don't see much change," the reality is he might actually need 20 to 30 pounds of muscle before he's actually visually seeing the way it would in a short guy. That being said, if you're a tall guy that's been training for a year and haven't seen any visual changes in your physique, that's a problem. Go check out my why you're not building any significant muscle video to sort it out now. Third point: where being taller is actually an advantage. Here's where limb length can actually be an advantage. Now, if you've got long arms, you might struggle to bench and squat. But deadlifts, you can dominate due to the bar not requiring as much distance to lock out. I mean, you're practically built for pulling. Exercises like RDLs and hip thrusts give you greater potential to recruit more muscle fibers in the glutes and hamstrings due to longer femur and hips, being able to travel further back or down. So instead of whining about your disadvantages, you've got to lean into your strengths. Tall with long limbs, don't obsess over how small your arms look early on. Build that wide back, those long legs, and let your frame fill out. Short and stocky, take advantage of those press and leverages and push those numbers sky high. Fourth point: in the long run. Now, in the long run of both short and tall individuals, the taller guy, assuming both heights have good genetics, will have a slightly more aesthetic physique. Very slightly. But the edge won't matter in the grand scheme of it all, as both parties look great. In the long run, the taller guy, if he wanted to, could build more total muscle and total strength simply due to having more muscle building real estate, because they have longer bones, meaning longer surface area for more muscles to attach to. Now let's address the ego side of things. Tall guys love to pull the, "Oh yeah, but when I fill out, it's over for you" card. And hey, that might be true. A filled out 6'3" physique is a monster. But the key word is when, because the journey is way longer. Short guys, on the other hand, love the, "Yeah, but I look jacked already, I don't even need to bulk as hard." Also true, but it cuts both ways. The small surplus shows on the smaller dude quicker, but so does fat gain. You don't get to hide behind the height on this one. All in all, everybody's got trade-offs to their height and limb length in regards to muscle building. Acknowledge your advantages and disadvantages, but make sure you don't use it as an excuse and don't die on the hill of copium. And honestly, Most of the complaining people do about their height or limb length is just a distraction from the actual work, eating right, training consistently and progressing. Stop blaming your height, stop blaming your wingspan, get on the bar, get your meals in, and play the hand you're dealt with. Because whether you're built like a tank or a telephone pole, the weights do not care. I promise you, they do not care. And they're not going to move themselves. So, if you've gotten to the end of this video and you want to stop the coping, doesn't matter if you're short or tall, just hit that link tree in my bio, join my online coaching. Act fast. I know you're ready for change.